over the last 10 years or so, there's been a dramatic upsurge in conservative evangelicals' engagement in politics in South Korea. They're conjuring up the specter of the Cold War in the 21st century, and they have decried anything they discursively associated with North Korea. That's including the Islam and even Dangun. Those kind of are all considered as pro-North Korean left. And they also express an unconditional allegiance to the United States. So, Lord, give us peace in Korean Peninsula. We want U.S. military in South Korea, and we hate North Korea. They express it in a very religious language. The pre-Gwangju democratization movement stood against the authoritarian structure in the South because it assumed that such an oppressive governance would only foster social grievances and thereby create an optimum condition for mass socialist revolution within South Korea. At the same time, the pre-Gwangju democratization movement held on to the belief that the United States would support democratization in South Korea as the standard bearer of freedom and democracy. In contrast, the post-Gwangju anti-government movement not only saw the United States as an imperial force, sustaining the autocratic military regime in South Korea, but also increasingly developed a sense of identification with North Korea, driven by anti-imperialistic nationalistic impulses. Therefore, if we adopt a genealogical approach to the history of the democratization movement, the anti-government movement in South Korea, I think its tradition can be divided into two separate groups along generational lines: the anti-communist pro-American liberal group of the pre-Gwangju generation, and the pro-North Korean anti-American radical group of the post-Gwangju generation. This anecdote about an increasing generational gap within the tradition of the democratization movement is, I contend, a historical backdrop for the conservative turn of the ex-liberationist Christian activists who later organized and participated in the New Right movement in the 2000s. If we follow the life trajectories of these radical converts, they began to distance themselves from progressive social activism in the 1980s. In part, it was because they found it hard to continue their activities under the 1980s more vicious, almost barbarian oppression of the Korean people. But more importantly, they decided to suspend their socio-political involvement because their faith-based social activism increasingly became tangential and irrelevant in the radicalized student and labor